Hey there, it's Arsenine and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue doing our achievements, and the thing I'm going to do is actually Good Morning, which is complete the daytime level by planting only mushrooms and coffee beans. Two main places you can do it, and you can only really do it after you've already completed the main adventure, because if you are aware, you only get a coffee bean at 5.3, 5.4, I can't remember which one, but you only get it at the roof levels. There's two ways you can do this. Obviously, I can go into adventure, which basically allows me to load in. Although Crazy Dave was like 3 plants, that's not what I'm gonna do today. Instead, I'm actually gonna knock out some of the survival challenges and do that achievement. Eventually, I'll get around to playing adventure, if to only show the Yeti zombie and basically all the, how do you call it? Like 110, 210, 310, 410, and you know, zombies again. So that will be my playthrough of the adventure, just the final sections as well as the minigame. That way it will be a bit more entertaining instead of just playing through the entire adventure again. So without delaying any further, let's do Survival Day. So the first run has zombies and obviously the conehead zombie. The way to do this on essentially a tight budget would be to think of a way to kind of deal with them. Now, the zombies that might pose the greatest issue will probably be the conehead. None of the other zombies here would be too much of a hassle. And I know what you're thinking, doing this on survival is actually a bad idea because, you know, you will run out of lawnmowers. But there is a point to doing this anyways. Same strategy as always. You gotta get your sun production up as quick as possible. Yeah. And we now wait until we can wake up one of the sunshrooms because we need a steady supply of sun. So we just wait. Okay, wake up. Top lane, which is not good actually. So the only way we can do that is if we actually get the scaredy shroom up. So I have to just wait now because that's just a rotten bit of luck right there. Okay, come on. I need to stall as long as possible on the top lane. Go. Scaredy Shroom will be your main source of damage for this, and paying 100 for essentially that is not ideal to say the least. So I'm going to sacrifice the bottom lane. If you're wondering why, that's because there's no way I can get that in time. Can try, but there's no way I can realistically get that. Can try and stall until I get Scaredy Shroom there, but that is not a good idea actually. Yeah, I don't think I can. Let's see. Come on. Okay, actually I might be able to, so do that. Yep. It should kill that in time. The defense will be very messy, mind you, because this is not supposed to be symmetrical any way, shape, or form. Okay, wake up. Yeah. Essentially, if you want to do the math behind it, it's like, what you call that? It's like 100 sun for your plant there, so that's not efficient in the slightest. Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice the middle lane because there's no way. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my sun producers, which is the more important thing. So I'm gonna stall that lane anyways. Yeah, wake up. Okay, that lane is also probably dead. Okay, I need to stall that. If I don't, then I'm gonna die. It needs to stall. Stall more, dude. That's not good. Wake up. Okay. I have to keep stalling like that. If not, that one dies. So yeah. No real solution for that one, actually. Okay. Let me think. This one here. Wake this one up. This will stall. Yeah. Okay. Go on, go on, go on. Okay. That. Followed by this. This has to wake up. Then next one is this. Then I'll have every lane covered and then I can continue planting. Actually, no. This lane has to double up. Because there's a conehead there now. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Again, not the best idea to do this on survival. It's much easier on adventure mode. for obvious reasons. Okay, that lane is still cleared, so I don't need that yet. It's okay. The puff shrooms are just distractions anyways. Wake up this one. Okay, then let me think. Yep, every lane is now covered, so I just need more resources essentially. Continue on, continue on, continue on. Yep. Go on. Okay. Wake up. Okay, do that. Okay, the top lane needs support, otherwise I'm going to die horribly. Let me think. What is a way to counter that? Do this. Definitely. Yeah. Okay, that one is secure actually. I could use a, ice shroom, which probably would work. So let me just see. Yeah, I need an ice shroom. Freeze. Oh, that's a waste. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Yep, I got good morning. I saw the achievement. And in case you guys don't believe, give me a second. Progress is saved anyways. So yeah, good morning. Done. The achievement didn't pop up for some reason over there, so I'm gonna continue. Okay, so in order to just make this extra hard for me, by the way, I'm going to continue just using mainly mushrooms, but I'm gonna spice it up with a little bit of a pumpkin and the garlic playstyle. I don't really need any other particular thing. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm gonna deal with this. Essentially, I'm already keeping the trend up. Might as well do something a bit more entertaining, right? So continue. Now I need to wake these up. Essentially, once my sun production is stable, it's fine. That's actually bad. Like really early bad, by the way. Okay. Probably this, right? That's excessive, mind you. But that is the only way to deal with it. Okay, let's see. How do I deal with that in the best possible way? Okay, I can wake this one up. What I'm gonna do is fume shroom here so that I can just area splash that. Come on, wake up. Yep. Okay, that'll be good. The fume shrooms are the ones I will need, by the way. Those will be the ones that essentially carry me through victory. Okay. Let me think. Here and here. Yep. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Cannot stop now. Okay, that works. Okay, that pumpkin's gone. But it's okay, the puff shrooms are just to stall. Don't worry about it. Yep, wake up. Okay, good. Again, puff shrooms just to stall. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Okay. Definitely need magnet shrooms very, very soon. So what I'm gonna do is this. It should be in range soon enough, but then I don't have to worry about that. Okay. So I'll probably shield this one, which is great. This one has to be shielded like that. Another bucket hit. It's okay. I'm doing fine. Okay, I've got a strategy for this. It's a good one. Freeze. So basically this, then that. Freeze. Okay, good. So I need to wait until this is ready. Then I should be able to clear. Okay. Let me think how to optimize this even further. Yeah, okay, I got it. This will be here. Then 2 rows of that, and then just pumpkins there. That'll be fine. Okay, good. Got an idea. It's a good one, actually. So pumpkin would be starting on which lane? Which lane should I put pumpkins on? I think this lane would be good to put pumpkins on. Then let me think. So fume shroom here, wake that one up. Yeah, so I need to stall that one. That's fine. I will get my pumpkin up eventually. Okay. Go on. Oh, that one's gone. Freeze. Yeah, don't eat that, dude. Don't touch that. So do that for this. Yep. Then the garlic will deflect, actually. Nice. Okay, let's see where it leads us. Okay. Continue. Bucket hits there. I'm actually gonna shovel out that lane so I can get like magnet shrooms and everything. Let's see. Yeah, pumpkin soon. Been here. Wake up. Yep. Yep, this is going well. Uh-oh. That might not go out so well. That's okay. Let me think, which row? Okay. I'll need a coffee bean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay. Dancing zombie. That's perfectly fine. So that, garlic, this, and these two. Magnet shroom, yeah. Okay, that's the strat I'm gonna go for. Okay, get more sun. Then I'm gonna shoot this and garlic these two. That'll be perfectly fine. Wake up. Perfectly fine, actually. Okay. Go on. Go on, go on, go on. Shield. Okay. Okay. So garlic here. As long as there's no pole vault, I don't have to worry about protecting the next lines of stuff. Let me think. I just need to protect that one. I think I'm fine after that. Yep. And by the way, the only reason I'm so comfortable doing this here is because this is survival day, the easy one, by the way. This is not the hard one. So if it's hard, then no, I'm not even going to do it that way. This is like ridiculously easy, kind of easy, by the way. So let me think. Where should I plant the magnet shrooms? Oh, there's a pole vaulter right now. Okay, fine. Let's let me think. How should I deal with him? Yeah, he didn't even make it close, dude. Okay, get that. Let's see. Where should I lane these? Definitely protect these first. So at least if they vault over that, it's perfectly fine. That face, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna start putting some few mushrooms there to help with the extra damage and coverage. Yep. It's gonna die, dude. Bye-bye. Yep. Gloom Shroom's very powerful. Let's see. Shield this one here. Yep. Eventually, I'm gonna do away with all the sun shrooms because I don't exactly need them. I'm just stockpiling for that eventuality. You might be thinking, why am I doing fume shrooms here? Because I'm actually going to shovel the fume shrooms here to replace with magnet shrooms. That's why I need to make sure there's a solid backline, essentially. Yep. Then these guys at the back here, perfectly fine for whatever other reason. So let's see, show this. Yep. Yep, vault over, you're just gonna be stalled anyways. Okay, let's see. That garlic's dying. Let me think. Okay, I'm gonna start by doing that. Okay. I'm gonna do that. And that as well, so I can prepare. Yep. wake up. So I will need magnet shroom, coffee bean, garlic, and essentially just more of that. Yep, so magnet shroom. This. Garlic. Ice doom shroom. This just to stall. Yeah, I do not need any more gloom shrooms essentially, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, just keep going on. Yep, here. Yep, alright, good. Good. Yeah, so the defense is more or less set up. It's perfectly fine now. Basically, replace the pumpkins if they're too badly damaged, everything else will be fine. Newspaper zombies, not scared of that. Not even in the slightest. Yep. Okay, let's see. So, shuffle that. Do that. Yeah. Okay, shovel that. Do that. Yep. Basically, I'm trading away economy for DPS because there's no way this defense gets breached anyways. The only ones you need to be concerned about are probably these. So if you want to mirror, just do that and that. So it gets each lane with double pumpkin anyways. Okay, that. Or that. Okay, good. That garlic's gonna die. Okay, let's see how far the football zombie actually gets to make it. Yep, now it's gone. Dead. The strategy is pretty straightforward if you see this, essentially. Yeah. Dancing zombie, let's just see how far you make it, man. 100 for us, essentially a worse pea shooter, right? So. Yep. And yeah. The defense is essentially done now. Okay. And okay, safe. Now this entire defense is done. And I'm on third flag essentially. Don't have any leftover sun, but I don't really need any more sun, so yeah. Essentially just saving up sun, which rains from the sky, with garlic. If I get enough sun, like if I get like, how do you call it, 200, because that's a doom shroom plus coffee bean, then I will just use that to quickly end the thing. But nah, if I don't get that, then that's perfectly fine too. By the way, I did not buy walnut first aid yet, because pumpkin, essentially, I cannot plant over it like that, as you notice. So, no walnut first aid just yet. Okay, the 2 garlics are gone. Gotta replace it. Okay, this is the last one. You can see they're really not pulling their punches. So what I'm going to do is just get all the stall stuff. And coffee bean and these 2. Yep, that's all. It doesn't really matter what I'm getting because it's fixed if I'm going to win or lose anyways. And I really wish there was a speed up button somewhere, but there isn't. So I'm just gonna wait. Obviously, there's an even easier way. You notice that I'm doing this intentionally, but I guess that makes it interesting. Time check for how long I've been spending on this right now. 19 minutes for this. And mind you, this is the least efficient strategy. Because if you do any normal like sunflower build and everything, you'd basically be cooking anyways, because it's so easy. And contrary to belief, you don't necessarily need more than 5 magnet shrooms. I'm just not doing that because I'm just lazy, okay? I could magnet shroom these 2 anyways, or convert those to magnet shrooms, but it's perfectly fine. The sheer damage from just these 2 glue shrooms do everything well. And I know what you're thinking. I technically didn't do all of it with just mushrooms, but at the same time, I never said I was going to. I just want to do the first level with only mushrooms and coffee bean, essentially. But yeah, this is perfectly fine. Essentially, the scaredy shrooms are to counter these normal zombies and conids. the bucket hits and all of these should be countered essentially by just the magnet shrooms. And that's what you need to worry about. Magnetize the helmet. Yep. Dead. Uh-huh. This one still dies really quickly. You can see the buzz DPS, right? Yep. Yeah. I have enough for an instant, so... Actually, both instants, in fact. So I'm essentially just going to wait until they try and, like, you know, summon a huge wave at the end. Which I think would be the 5th and final wave, I think, because 5 flags, right? We'll see. It should say final wave if it's the final wave, and it won't if it's not, so... Very obvious. Yep. It's just a kill zone over here. Uh-huh. Give up and die. Yep. Okay. Is it the 5th and final wave? Yep. Okay. We'll end this very easily. Let them come in. Then essentially what you're going to do is this. Oh god, too many. Okay, that was my bad. I forgot to put the pumpkin there to protect it first. That's completely my fault, by the way, so whatever. Bad plays all around. I severely underestimated all the zombies just chewing through that doom shroom. And if you're fast enough, I think you could eat the coffee bean as well, essentially invalidating your plants. And with that, by losing essential two lawnmowers, that's perfectly fine. That's survival day completed. So I'm just going to do survival night. Let me think. If it gets to, like, you know, 1 hour, then I'll stop. But I'm gonna do all the rest of the survivals. There's no real, like, achievement here to really no real achievement to really get, so you're perfectly fine with anything. And let's see. Actually, this strategy is much better at night, so don't need that, and I'll just get this. So yeah, you're gonna see how much easier this is essentially when you actually have stuff you can plant. You survive 5 waves? Obviously I can. Like, survival roof is probably the hardest one. Survival, everything else is fine. Plant. Spit out your sun quickly. Over there, so 2 mushrooms. Yep. Yep. Economy. Set it up quick. Let me think. I'm trying to think strategy for, like, later game stuff. Okay. Oh, that's lucky. Might be thinking, oh, why no Sketty Shroom? Sketty Shroom's pretty useless in my opinion. The only reason it's useful in the day is because they attack relentlessly. Mushrooms can cover you here, and mushrooms are not the stall essentially that you make it out to be in this situation, so that's kind of why you do that. Let's do that so I can get a uniformed row like here. Okay, good. Okay, now I don't need any more sun producers because my backline is filled. Let's see. Right now it will just be fume shrooms. I think that would be the good idea. That'll be a good idea, sorry. Not the good idea, that'll be a good idea. Okay, fume shroom. I would have, and I could and would have done a challenge if there was like something like, you know, no fungus among us, but the thing is that I've already done it in adventure, so there's no real reason to do that. And I was pretty lucky with it anyways when I did it, so yeah. The RNG was totally in my favor, unlike this one where the RNG was already against me the second I started. Okay, let's see. If I do replace these 2 with fume shrooms, eventually. Alright, good. Actually, I should start busting graves. I think that would be ideal. Yeah, I should start busting graves, so let's eat that one at least. I'll place this with few mushroom. Okay, that's nice. Because these two will be gloom shrooms in a bit. So don't worry about it too much. Okay. I think replace this first. Yep. Just eat it, it's okay. So that. Yep. Nah, don't even think about it. Oh my god, it ate the Grave Buster. Okay, that was unlucky actually. Okay, Gloom Shroom here. Okay. Come on. Tech up quicker. Come on, come on. Yep. Okay. Garlic here. Preparing essentially. So I don't need sun producers anymore. And I'll need magnet shroom. So magnet shroom, garlic, pumpkin, gloom shroom. That in case I need it. That. These two. Yep. Okay. Magnet shroom, right? So yeah. That's all I need. I don't even need the puff shrooms anymore, by the way. Keep producing. Keep them coming. Let's see. Replace that. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to refine this build just a little bit. So I'm going to put the pumpkin here. And the gloom shroom here. Nice diamond. Making me very rich, I'm happy. Let me eat that. Okay. So I'm going to put like a line of magnet shrooms here. And I'm gonna make these two gloom shrooms. So that essentially everything will be funneled into these two lanes and just die. Okay, magnet shroom here. Again, some of the late game plants kind of cheapen and invalidate most of this kind of situations. It should be in range soon. Yep. Now dead. That's fine. Like that one. I'm gonna plant magnet shrooms here first on these three lanes. Yep. Okay. Then a pumpkin here, and I think I will be golden. Yes, yes, I know. Let's see. Gloom shroom. Yeah, okay. This will be here. Well, a fume shroom here and here. Then, yeah, I think everything's perfectly fine now. I'm gonna replace these two with gloom shrooms soon. Magnetized. And that was gone. Right. Okay, gloom shroom. Magnet shroom. At least this setup is a bit more symmetrical. Come on. More sun, dude. More sun. More sun. Okay. There we go. Now I'll just focus on busting graves and everything's actually all good already. Bust that grave. Bereft of life. Is that what that says? Magnetized right here. Sticks out tongue, and now it's dead. Another diamond. Wow, okay. Getting really lucky with money here, actually. I think it's just encouraging me to spend it, but probably... okay. That's very lucky again. Yeah, but essentially, it's encouraging me to spend the money. I get it, but there's no real reason to spend anything yet. Maybe when I start the entire adventure series a second time, then yes, sure. But until then, nah, I don't need to. Okay, let's see. Pumpkin here. Case of pole vaulting zombies. As you saw at the end of that first flag, by the way, you might have noticed that they can respawn graves, so you always need to have Grave Buster on hand. So you're gonna see in a second. I think it was spawning and hopefully it just doesn't eat my garlic when it spawns. Yep, there you go, as you can see. And I'm not putting Grave Busters at that time because the football zombie is just right there. Yes, I know. Yes. Okay, now I'll put a Grave Buster. Okay, it's over, dude. Yep. And garlic's dying. I could do that, actually. Yeah, I'll do that. So, yeah, that's perfectly fine. So, this, maybe that, these two, this, pumpkin, and magnet shroom, if I need it. I don't think I need any more, but we gotta see if the defense holds up. Yep, refresh. I'm just gonna spam puff shrooms anyways. The garlic will survive. I know I didn't pick the garlic, but I know the garlic will survive this run. Just keep laying down more puff shrooms. Yep, okay. And unlike, and by the way, I do mean this, unlike day levels, right? You definitely need sun producers since you're not gonna get any sun, so just keep yourself safe, you know? Keep yourself safe in case you need to use any instance or anything to protect. But that's kind of the reason why I have this here. Come on. Dancing over at the time is 32 minutes, so probably what I'm gonna do in the event the videos are too long, because I know energy levels can fluctuate between the length of videos and everything. So what I'm gonna do is actually after the night, I think I'm going to pause and then do, you know, pool and fog and eventually just roof by itself, because roof is difficult. So I will talk about the strat for roof just a little bit more in detail. The main reason roof is difficult is because all the zombies that could appear on the roof That's kind of why. As you've seen, even on day, there's no Gargantua, right? Like, not yet at least, so what's the deal there? There isn't anything, so that's why you don't have to deal with it, you see? But in this situation, on the roof, you do have to deal with that. So you definitely need a combination of instants, watermelons, and even the winter melon, which I will have to buy. So there's a lot of combinations of stuff. Die, dancing zombie. I really miss the Michael Jackson version of that. I know I've said it multiple times by now, but yes, this shows that this game is showing its age, so to speak. I understand that, you know, the player base for this is more or less non-existent. There's still a lot of fans who like the game, obviously, because nostalgia, right? And no, I'm not doing this to nostalgia bait. I'm just doing this because it's nostalgic to me. That's kind of why I do it. Because the game is only as fun as you make it out to be and how much impact it has on you, right? Do you enjoy the game? Do you have fun playing the game? And if it's not, then, you know, you don't have to play it, right? Anymore. Alright. I'm saving up sun, essentially. It's dead. Yep, dead again. This is so slow. I think the scary shrooms are essential because, like, they kind of soften up a lot more zombies. Fume shrooms have limited range after all. I'll pick garlic for the next one. And I might pick a, what you call that? Spikeweed, actually, because I think that will be ideal. Only problem is, again, I think if the graves spawn in place of a plant, it destroys that plant. So, yeah. Okay, die quickly. Die quickly. Yeah, I cannot dismantle that quick enough. Yep, keep going, keep going. And you can see how spike weed would be so useful. It just whittles down everything before they even approach. So I think garlic and spike weed with grave buster are the ones I need. Die. Yep, die. Okay, the 2 garlics just despawned. Well, not despawned, they were eaten by the zombies, so yeah. So I was wrong about the whole, the garlics could survive that. But, forgive me, garlic. Okay, let's see. Again, I already have the strategy for that. So spikeweed, pumpkin, garlic, that. And 2 instants, yes, of course. And if I want to, probably don't, but scaredy shroom. In case I replace the backline with scaredy shroom, you know, but I'm probably not gonna do that. Okay, spikeweed always towards the zombie side. Whittles down the zombies. Yep. Go on. A lot of cone hits. You notice that as the waves go on, they just start spawning, you know, the difficult to kill stuff already, because they frankly don't care about that. Okay, garlic here as well. After that, 1 layer of spikeweed. 2 layers of spikeweed will kill most basic zombies anyways, which is your main strategy for this. And then you funnel them all the way in here with spikeweeds, and then you'll be perfectly fine. Essentially, build spikeweeds all the way up until the garlic, and then spikeweeds continue all the way until here, where the puff shroom was. Yep. Okay, this is going much faster with the spikeweed help. Nice. Okay. Obviously, you can replace it with spike rock, but I didn't get it yet. So, nope. Not mistaken, I think spike rock is triple the damage. So, useful. Okay, die. Oh, football zombie incoming. I think it'll kill the newspaper zombie, by the way. The spike weeds. Before the newspaper breaks. I might be wrong by that. Oh yeah, it died at the same time. Okay, that's fine. And now my sun meters, or my sun like stockpile is just gone. So I will need time to get it back. Dead. Time check, it's 37 minutes. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna try and do something, which is I'm probably going to leave some tiles empty so that it doesn't try to destroy my plants. So I'll leave like these tiles here empty, essentially. These 3. Because I think these are enough spike weeds, and I need to save up anyways. One other trade-off by using spike weeds in this manner is that you cannot use your instant until you shovel out one of the spike weeds, so just bear that in mind. So this is only a problem on your lawn snipe level, because if you notice, pool or fog, they don't have that, and roof doesn't have it, but you cannot put spikeweed anyways, so that's a moot point. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, if they destroy one of my spikeweeds, then I call it bullshit, but we shall see. I'm giving you 3 to put it on, by the way. Right, there you go. There we go. Okay, eat that. Yep, so it'll whittle down all the zombies before they even approach. And by the time they approach, they more or less die. Yes. Yes. Yep. Come on, die quickly. Okay, sure. Yeah, last wave. Again, nothing special, so let's just pick the same plants again. Like that, these 2, that, pumpkin. I need garlic though. Okay, there we go. And that's all I need. Just die. That sinking sound of like, you know, all the spike weeds doing damage. So good. Okay. A third did that garlic. Now imagine if they made a zombie, right? I mean, obviously PvZ Classic, the Game of the Year edition, is very old. But imagine if they made a zombie that was immune to garlic. Like, the zombie loves garlic and whatever, so it basically eats the full garlic. There'll be a niche counter, but, you know. Because the reaction of all these zombies is almost as if, you know, they're all like, what do you call it, Draculas and everything. Like, oh god, garlic, I'm gonna die, or something like that. But nope, it's nothing like that, by the way. I'm gonna do this, and you might be thinking why. Because I'm intending for the, what you call that, the graves to spawn here. If the zombies move forward and don't eat the puff shroom, it's actually much faster because they can die to the gloom shroom. So, yeah, strategy. Oh shit. Whatever. 2 places. Only 2 places can they spawn now. Okay, that's fine. Look at that. The entire lane of just marching in to die on the spikeweed, by the way. You're gonna die very quickly. Yep. All of this can like overlap damage essentially, so there's no way you survive long term. And for context, if you guys wonder how bad garlic is like this, look at this, okay? You should eat the garlic there, and then it just changes lanes like that. So that's why you only really need 2 lanes, or if you're doing like a funnel, reverse funnel strategy whereby these are like fume shroom lanes, then you put 3 garlics here. This is still the most efficient layout though for it. Again, walnut first aid should apply to this, but it doesn't, so unfortunate, right? Yeah, die. Die, 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 die. Okay, the flag's almost over anyways, and it's 42 minutes, so yeah, pretty quick. Considering that the first level of the day was an achievement, yeah. Okay, let's see, where does it go? Gravebuster. Yep. Yep, you can eat it, but you won't finish eating in time. So what I'm gonna do is this, okay? Freeze. Goodbye. That's over. Best use of Doom Shroom there is, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this entire part. Well, this 2-parter into doing these 2 things. And I will see you in the next one where I do pool and fog. So yeah, stay tuned for that one.